Good morning, students. We welcome you to the online class from Jairam Higher Secondary. This is for Standard 6, the Physical Science, and the first unit is measurement. So, in our previous session, we have been already learned few basic ideas about what is measurement, right? So, we have a recapitulation of what we have learned in our previous session, isn't it? Fine. So, what is measurement? And how can we do that measurement, why the measurement is important? So these are all the area we are going to deal for today, right? And what is measurement is not it is unknown quantity. You are just comparing the unknown quantity with known quantity is known as measurement. So that measurement, it has two parts, one is number and another one is unit, right? Next thing, so if you want to measure a few material, what are we need what are we need is, are you able to understand the question? Will you be able to understand what I said? Listen, if you want to measure a particular material, what we need is tools. For each and every material, that has to be measured with the help of tool that we say as measuring tool. So what are the measuring tools we have? Is measuring tape, stop clock, measuring jar, as well the meter scale and balance. And for what type of material is measured with the help of which tool also we have been learned, right? So we just have a quick go through. And for tape, for measuring which type of material we need to use the tape, either maybe the table. See, who will be using this type of material often is in construction area, the building for building purpose, like carpenters, right? Those people, they will be using this type of tape often, isn't it? Similarly, for stop clock, for what purpose do we need to use this stop clock? For measuring time accurately. Why do we need to measure the time accurately? It is impartially needed for games. For games purpose, we need accurate time, isn't it? Similarly, for next thing, measuring jar. Measuring jar is used for what purpose? To measure the volume of liquid. Where do we need to use this volume of liquid? Why do we need to measure this? So for if you want to get a milk from the shopkeeper, how do we ask? 1 liter, 2 liters, or half a liter? See, these are all the quantities will be used, right? So for measuring those areas, not only this type of liquids, if you want to get a kerosene, or in petrol bunks, often we'll be using this. So, okay, so for measuring the volume of liquid, what type of tool do we need to use is measuring jar, isn't it? Next, scale. As a student, you will be using scale often, so you know that for making a line, so for drawing a line, isn't it? Measuring length. To measure the length of the particular object, we need to use this what? Meter scale. Is it clear? Next thing is balance, beam balance. This balance, what we say as it is a beam balance. Where do we need to use this beam balance? Is on shop. Maximum in olden days, in shops they'll be using this beam balance, okay. And also jewelry shops, they'll be measuring the quantities, both known as well as in one area the known quantity, and in another area, another side, unknown quantity, okay. Next, so these are all the measuring tools. For what purpose we need to use, in which area, often why are we using this, isn't it? Okay, next, what is length? So length is nothing but, if you, as I told you again, if you are watching the mobile, and how can we measure, how can we say my mobile is long compare with your father or someone else mobile? How do we say, and how can we recognize it? Because of analyzing the length. So length means how could you know that it is a length? How can we measure the distance between one end? If you're having a mobile or a tab, you'll be keeping like as a the position is like rectangle, or it means horizontal or vertical. I hope you all know about what do you mean by horizontal and vertical. Like horizontal means like a straight or flat surface. Okay, straight surface or flat surface. In such area you will be measuring one end to another end, that is the distance between one end and the other desired end. See, how do we measure? The length is also given in this picture clearly. One person is holding a tape, a measuring tape, starting point of the board, and the another person is holding at the next end, right? So this is what the distance between one end and the other desired end. This is the definition of length. Okay, so shall we once again convey what do you mean by length? The distance between one end and the other desired end is called what? Length. Yes. So okay, next thing, so in which area do we use this tape as well scale often? See, not only measuring the one end and the another end, it also measure the edges of a book. What are all the materials we can measure easily, like book as well, table, even corners of a football ground. Okay, so the shape of ground may be it may be a continuously circumference, maybe a circle part or maybe a rectangle part, or it may be a square part. So in all these type of basic shapes we can have a, how can we measure is only the corners. From the corners of a particular ground we will be able to measure easily, right, with the help of the tape, measuring tape. And also we can able to measure even from your home to school, the distance, that is meter, kilometer. If your home is near to our campus, it comes only the centimeter range, okay, or either maybe a meter, but it doesn't extend more than a kilometer. So okay, if why it couldn't extend that kilometer is because kilometer is a long distance. Where do we use this kilometer? 1 kilometer. If if your home and school is situated is long, like ask our school location is Tirupati. If your home is at Erkad or somewhere else, the location is in somewhere else, we can use in that case kilometer. That is for long distance we'll be using kilometer, and if it is a short distance we'll be using meter as well as centimeter, right? So these are all about what is length. And next thing, measurements. Okay, why do we need the measurement? Why do we need to take measurement? Why it is essential for our day-to-day life? The thing is, I just want to make you the clear idea. Why do we need to measure? In our day-to-day life, what are all the things are we using? Where the places where do we go? Everywhere, what is surround us, we need to have a clearance. How do we have a clearance? A simple thing. If you want to ask any materials, if you want to get buy some buy any equipments from a shop, the shop may be anything else, like a bouquet shop, wherever you go, what do you use? A standard as well as a non-standard thing. Say for example, if I want to buy a bouquet, okay, so it may be a bouquet, but even though it have some quantity, like which type, isn't it? So not only that, shop, if it is a shop, dressing shops like jewelers, wherever we go, what we need to ask, what we need to use, standard, non-standard. Either the quantity is a standard or non-standard, but what do we need to ask, what do we need to use is measurement. So measurement is very essential in our day-to-day life. Clear? Fine. Okay, so then what do you mean by standard? What does mean by standard and non-standard measurement? It's nothing but standard measurement. Standards of measurement is what? When we measure things, we need to have a standard. Standard is, it was agreed by people. See, for example, you and your friend is going to a shop. It's okay, both you want to buy a same thing, like you want to buy a pencil. It's okay, he want to buy same pencil, how do we ask? Instead of that asking pencil, okay, either it may be a short or tip pencil, or the material maybe depend on which. Or if you want to buy a scale, the shopkeeper will raise you the question, either it is a 30 centimeter or a 15 centimeter scale. Instead of using that 15 centimeter, if you use liter, give me a 15 liter of scale, will it be possible? The person who you will ask, they will be laughing of seeing you. Why, ma'am? Because liter will be used for what, ma'am? To get the liquid. If you want to buy liquid, what type of quantity you have to use is liter. Then where the liter has, this is what the standard of measurement. So where do we use the particular standard quantity, in which area that has to be implemented? This is what about standard, an exact quantity that people agree to use to compare measurements. So for example, inch, foot, yard. And in next comes pictures, I'll tell you what do you mean by inch and foot, yard. Okay. Next thing, I hope you clear about what do you mean by standard. So standard means people all over the area, that quantity has to be agreed to use to compare measurements. This is what standard. Non-standard, it doesn't have any exact quantity. It's okay. This is what about standard and non-standard. Fine. Next thing, why do you think we need standards? Same thing, if you want to buy a material, as I told you that just now, I gave you the example. If both person want to buy a same material, if different types of quantity has been used, sure the confusions will be arised in that area. So to avoid lot of confusions and to avoid unwanted things, we just have a common thing. We just have a common standard unit, we say as units of measurement. If you want to buy a vegetable, you can ask only give me 1 kg of potato, or 2 kgs of tomatoes. Instead of that kg, you couldn't use liter. 2 liter of potato, 2 meter of potato, it's wrong. So this is what a standard mean. We are just reporting the data that can be reproduced. The same material can be asked by the other person with the same quantity, or maybe different. The quantity means which quantity, ma'am? Kilogram. For buying vegetables as well fruits, only you can use. If you want to get a mass of material, you can use only kgs, right? We can't replace that kg with the other quantity like second or meter. So this is what standard unit of measurement. So what do you mean by standard unit of measurement? Reporting the data which can be reproduced. Clear? So what are the basic units are there? Length, for length we have meter, and for time seconds, and for mass it is kilogram, and for volume it's nothing but liter. And what do you mean by volume? The space which is occupied by an object. So what space occupied by an object? See in your home, bedroom and hall. What is the difference between your bedroom and your hall? Bedroom is only for either maybe a 2 or 3 persons. The space can be the space. I'm just telling about. I want to give you a clear expansion about what is volume. See in both area, it's okay. Which is a small area and which is a large area. Hall will be enlarged space. Why? Because a lot of people can occupy that area, right? Or occupy that space. But bedroom we couldn't occupy. Same set of people, maximum number of people can't occupy the bedroom. Why? Because the space occupied, that is what volume. Clear? Next, measurement systems. Okay, and so far we have been learning about measurement. We have standard, another one is non-standard, right? So similarly, in measurement systems we have 2 types of measurement systems. So what are the 2 types of measurement systems? Why do we need that 2 types of measurements? First, let's learn about what are the two types of measurement, and I'll give you clearance of what is why do we need it, right? Fine. What are the two types of measurement systems? One is standard measurement system. What is that standard measurement system? This standard measurement system is also called as customary, right? Why do so okay, then why do we need that standard measurement? So it is based on what? The standard measurement is based on whole numbers as well as fractional parts. So the whole numbers and fractional parts is, as I told you right now, I gave you a lot of examples. Like often we used to go for buying dresses and a lot of home needs. It's okay. So based on the material, the units will be getting changed. Based on the material only, the unit is getting changed. But often the unit is not getting changes, isn't it? So that standard quantities, as I told you, if you want to buy banana, you can use only kgs because that is for mass. It's okay. If you want to get note a time, or if you ask time to someone else, you can ask. He will be telling this much of seconds. Like say for example, 3 o'clock, 3:30, 3 minutes. 3 o'clock means 3 hours, 30 minutes. In if seconds, if your watch is the person whom you are asking, that watch tells you this, even the seconds, that can also be tell us accurately, right? So these are all standard quantities. What do you mean by standard quantities? It is based on the whole numbers and fractional parts of. For time, we can use only seconds. This is what standard. That cannot be replaced. The standard quantity, it cannot be replaced with some other quantity. It's okay. That is what standard quantity. For time, second. If it is for length, meter. And if it is a mass, only we can use kg. Clear? Fine. This is all about standard, that is customary. Okay, next thing, metric. What is metric? Metric is not. It is the international system. What is metric? It is the international system. Metric system, SI unit. We can also say this is SI unit. See, based on the number, that is power of 10. Metric system is also known as international system of units. It is based on what, ma'am? As it is a number system. How can we say that? As when we are calculating the long distances, as I told you, if the distance is long, how can we mention that distance is long? That is, we are just measuring the district from district, location, varying location. It's okay. If the varying location give us the clearance of that is what long distance. For long distances we can use kilometer, right? In such a case, how can we measure in kilometers? Based on the power of 10. If it is minute, for that also even we can measure, give a clearance, that is accurate measurement with the help of power of 10. If it extends also, we can use power of 10. If it get low, that is contracts, that is two things. If the distance, if the metric system give us the clearance with the help of power of 10. If it is maximum, and also we can use, if it is minimum also, this power of 10 is liable, right? Next now see, as I told you, what are all the measuring units? These are all the simple basic units which they use often, like for measuring a scale, that yard. It's okay. Next, this is inches, 1 inch, 2 inch. This is inches. And for tablespoon, okay, and this is ounce, cup, 1 cup, pint, pound, quart, gallon. See, these all are measuring units which we use to measure small quantities, right? And next thing, so now we are going to see about length. right? So far we have learnt what is length, that is the definition of length, and basically how do we measure the length, right? And the similar way, measurement of length, how the measurement of length has been done. See, the first initial step to measure length, foot step. In olden days, often how they used to measure with the help of their foot. Next, hand span with the help of our 5 fingers. See, you can also use measure your mobile or some other materials with the help of these techniques. These are all the old techniques. The side which I have this area, that's 3 things: foot step, hand span, and arm length. All these three areas, all these all these 3 things will be used at old, that all used at already this. But this sections you can see screw gauge, vernier, and a tape and scale. These are all using nowadays. This is a small modern instruments. Okay, these are all the old. And before the invention of tools, measuring tools, how the people measured their surroundings, measure their circumference, measure the materials only with the help of body parts. So which part is used for what thing? Like foot step, hand span, and arm length, right? Next, see, these are all the instruments we are using right now. Scale, often you'll be using. And next, measure tape. In construction field we are using this as well. Screw gauge and vernier caliper. So these are all the these are all the equipments we are using for measuring the length, right? Next, fine. To measure length, what type of tool has been used often is ruler, that is scale. And which unit we can use for length, which unit we need to use for length is meter, right? So here in this picture I gave you a small object, two things. One is crayon and another one is pencil. See, this is also, you can note this slide as an activity. If you're listening to the class, you can take notebooks. Okay, note it down. What is the length of crayon is your question. Okay, in this slide, see, crayon is kept. I'm just going to teach you how you need to measure this crayon. See here, this is inch scale. Okay, this inch scale, this is 1 inch, 2 inch, and 3 inch. So this crayon have 2 end, right? So how do we measure length? From one desired length to the next end, that is the distance between one end to the other desired end, right? So here, this one end started point, and this complete where the tip has been closed is our end point. So from this you can say how many inches are there? 3 inches. The tip is going to be touch the 3rd inch. So we can say 3 inch. The crayon pencil inches 3 inch, right? And next question is, what is the length of the pencil? How do we measure? See here, this scale is inch scale, and to measure the pencil, what scale has been placed here is centimeter scale. In this centimeter scale, how do we measure, ma'am? In the centimeter scale, this lengthy lines, you can have 1, 2, 3. How many centimeters are there? 17 centimeters are there. Okay, so the same way, how we measure the crayon pencil, in similar way we have started to measure this pencil as well. See, this is our starting point, 1 point, and this is the tip of this pencil is our end point. Okay, shall we start? 1, the pencil here 0 point, and where the tip enclosed is 16. So the pencil length is what? 16 centimeter. Clear? 16 centimeter. What is the length of the pencil? Answer is 16 centimeter. Similar way, what are the other materials you have at your home? You can do this. You can measure the length of the material what you have at your home. Even scale, erasers, and like simple equipments also you can test like this. For example, for your clearance, okay. So for these two questions we find answer, right? For this first crayon, how do we measure? This is our starting point, okay, 0 inch, and what is the tip, where the tip is enclosed, that point is our final length of the crayon. Fine. So then what is this length of the crayon is 3 inches. What is the length of the crayon? 3 inches. Similarly, we have measured the length of the pencil, that is how much? 16 centimeter. With which type means which unit scale we have used to measure, that unit we need to use, okay. We should not interchange the unit, because the pencil is measured with the help of centimeter scale, so you are supposed to use centimeter, 16 centimeter instead of that 16 centimeter. If you use inches, that is abruptly wrong. It's okay. The material is measured with what type of unit, with which type of unit material, that unit we are supposed to be used. So these are all the basic thing to measure the particular material, right? Next, measurement conversions. Okay, then how the measurement conversions are taken? See, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. Fine. 1 kilometer is what? It is a long distance. Okay, so then 1 kilometer is equal to what? 1000 meters. Then 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Similarly, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters, right? And the all measurements, that is everywhere we couldn't use the entire sentence. We can't write kilometer. So for that short, okay, for short hiccups, we can use kilometer for kilometer km, like it is abbreviation, like for abbreviation, okay. In English we have abbreviation, right? Similarly, we have for kilometer km, and for meter m, and for centimeter cm, and for millimeter it is mm. So, okay, so these are all the short abbreviations we'll be using for measuring units, right? Fine. Next, converting length units. How do we convert length? How do we convert the units? See, as I told you, 1 kilometer is a long distance. Fine. If our school is situated somewhere like Erkad Adivaram area, 5 kilometer, that is from your home to school, how many kilometer is 5 kilometer? Okay, if you want to convert that kilometer into meter, convert the kilometer into meter, what we need to use? 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter, as I told you earlier in a previous slide we saw, right? So then 5 kilometer, how many meters? To convert 5 kilometer into meter, what do we need to use, ma'am? We have to multiple with 5 kilometer, multiple with 1000, because 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Here it is given 5 kilometer. Then what do we need to use is 5 into 1000. See, the question is given for that in red. Here answer is also I have marked. In 5 kilometers, how many meters are there? 5000 meters. Okay, so if you want to if 5000 meter is given, okay, 5000 meters. In next black, all again another one example also given. If it is 1500 meter, 1500 meter, you want to convert this into kilometer. So for that purpose, what do we need to use is we have to divide. For converting kilometer, that is long into short, that is big number into small quantity, big quantity into small quantity, we need to multiply. Similarly, if you want to convert small quantity into big quantity, we need to divide. If you are clear with these two things, it is very easy to convert the quantities, that is higher quantities to the lower quantities. These are all the process, right? 5 kilometer, how many? If you want to convert 5 kilometer into meter, we need to multiple. Clear? If it is a small quantity like 1000 meter, to kilometer, 1000 meter to a kilometer. That is small quantity into large quantity. We need to divide. Clear? So next here I have given you few examples like for 3 meter. See here 3 meter. We have to convert into centimeter. See for 3 meter, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Here it is given 3 meter. So we have to multiply 3 into 100. So you will be getting what? 300 centimeter. So in a meter, how many centimeters are there? 100 centimeters are there. Based on the number what has been given, we have to multiply. What we have to multiply is centimeter. We have to convert the meter into centimeter. Here the example is given 3 meter. How many centimeter? If you want to convert that into centimeter, we are just calculating with the help of multiplication process. We are just multiplying this with 100. The same way, we have to calculate the centimeter. We have to convert centimeter into meter. What we need to use is we have to divide the same number. See, 1000. 110. What are all this? 1 meter is equal to, in previous slide we saw, this will never get changed. Only the process will get. What the process, ma'am? Multiplication and division. If it is a big quantity to small quantity, we have to multiply. If a small quantity to big quantity, we converting a small quantity into big quantity, we have to divide. So these are all the basic conversion process. Then we came to the session. We came to the end of the session, and we'll be seeing you in the next video. I hope you understand about what we have been taught. Thank you.